rockstar with a sweet face, a sour attitude, and just a few issues. Brat isn't just a word to Phoebe, it's a lifestyle. After training with Bombshell Burlesque Academy for 2 years, her fledging solo career has taken her across Australia and seen her compete as a finalist in the Apprentice Queensland, ABF New Follies, and Limelight Online. Bringing the edge to a show near you, tantrums, lip bites, and sexy frowns are guaranteed at every performance.
Welcome back to the Burlesque Bulletin podcast. I'm your host, Honey Holloway, and today we are here with Phoebe Fallout. Hello, beautiful. How are you?
Hi.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm feeling better now.
Yeah. How was your day?
It was good, busy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Doing all the things?
Yes. We have just warmed up, so
Yeah.
that is why you already know.
Yeah.
Yes, it was busy. It's a lot, but end of the year.
I know.
Not to date the episode, but it is Christmas.
It's a struggle to get anyone to actually make plans, but I'm so happy you're here.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. It's happening.
Yep.
I love it. So, I know, but for the audience, can you tell everyone your zodiac sign?
I'm a Taurus, like everybody else.
Like everyone else today. We've just had
Yes.
Phoenix Night.
Was Phoenix Night also Taurus? Mm-hmm. That's unbelievable.
Yep.
Yes, we've discussed why that seems to be such a weird phenomenon, because it's not really the most performy, kind of extroverted sign out there, and yet every time I listen to an episode, they're like, actually, I'm a Taurus.
Yeah. Well,
You wouldn't believe it.
It's funny, like, I think when I was recording with Talia and I had Eddie on the same day and they're both Tauruses. And I'm like, why am I getting all the Taurus energy on the same day? It's happened today as well. It's just the vibes are happening. But I think Taurus is so, like, we love the aesthetics. We love, like, the five senses. So we really like visual things. We're really just, like, attracted to. But then also the other things in the chart come into play. So
No, yes. I think I said we feel a lot, express a lot. Mm-hmm. And it's, you know, it's a struggle. But like, we just have to do it.
yeah, it's this hard.
Can't not.
And we're so creative as well. Like, and I feel like it's the battle of wanting to be seen but not wanting to be seen at the same time. Like, depends. It depends if you're just wanting to be like comfy and cozy at home and like no makeup on, don't look at me, like, or you want to be all dolled up, beautiful, I look fabulous. You know, there's those two.
That's exactly it.
Yeah. So, what's your moon and rising?
Was it Cancer and Aries? Is that?
It was Cancer moon we looked at before,
Yes.
and we're not sure on the rising. It did say Aries, but we've got to figure that out because,
Yeah, it doesn't seem right.
I mean, you do give off fiery vibes. I think I know
think
you
so.
too much now. To I'm just seeing the Taurus and the Cancer. Do you know much about Cancer?
No.
No, okay, we'll have to talk about it later. Anyways, let's get into the burlesque questions. So tell everyone at home how you got into burlesque. The love story.
I've watched so many people answer this question, and it's always so different.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm going to offer another weird one. It came about because of corporate burnout. I think it was 2021 or end of 2020, like things were just starting to open up again. And also, I was back to work. And I was working in a place that was demanding long hours and a lot of emotional investment. Like, I work in the creative industry. So it was becoming my whole life. I felt like I was always at work. I had always thought about work. The only people I talked to were at work. Because a lot of like social stuff wasn't back open yet. And at the same time, I was also in therapy every single week, treating.
Slay.
I was in therapy every single week, like late night, working through some like pretty severe mental health issues. And so I kind of got to a point when I was 23.
Oh my God, a baby.
I was 23 or 24, and my existence was just extremely grim and serious. And the only thing I was doing was working, stressing about work, or like in intense, horrific therapy. And so I kind of had a like identity crisis of like, I'm so young, but like I'm so grim and sad. And, like I was just like, this is all too serious. So I don't know what spurred it on, but I remember sitting on a friend's couch being like, I describe it like this back then. I wouldn't say it's weird now, but I was like, I need a weird hobby. I need a weird thing to do that like isn't all of this, that is just like so out of pocket and out of personality, and something that is so not work. And I don't know how I was like burlesque dancing.
Yeah, how did that? Did you know what it was before you?
Not really. I don't think I've ever even watched the like burlesque movie that everyone hates.
It's not burlesque anyways.
Yeah. I don't know. It must have been Facebook ads pushed to me or something at some point. Like I was thinking about it. I think I did try a bunch of other things too. I tried painting and rock climbing and like nothing really stuck. But yeah, then I just Googled burlesque school, and obviously top one was Bombshell. And yeah, I went on my own to a class.
What was your first class?
It was Shimmer Sincere, Bump, Grind and Shimmy.
Oh, yep.
I think I've posted a clip of it on Instagram, and it is darling because it is just so not me. But it was like, it was so what I needed.
Yeah.
It was just
it was the start.
An injection of like, I'm a young, attractive woman with life to live. Like, it was perfect. And yeah, I latched on very quickly. And yes, went through the pathway from that very first class. Did a couple other classes that didn't super connect or didn't like spark an immense amount of joy until I got to like a magnolia knife, goth, angry, and then it started to flourish from there.
Yeah, and you're like, that's for me.
Yeah,
love it. So, how did you choose your stage name?
Yes, this harks back to my best friend since I was like 11, who lives in Hong Kong. And when we both lived there as like underage teenagers going clubbing. I know. It was a different time. It was allowed back then. We would have fake names to talk to people and like get free drinks. And
love it.
I know, it's so bad. Yeah, she was Stella and I was Phoebe, and the names we had picked were like, we really sat down for like hours one night to be like, what, like when you look at my face, what name really seems like that's believably that is me? And we just settled on Phoebe, and then as soon as I decided I needed a name, like I texted her about this. I was like, we're so on Phoebe right now. Yeah, and then the fallout is, that took many, many months of a notes app being like, what is the last name going to be? Because I knew I was going to be like edgy. So I needed like an edgy word. And I think it did come from a couple of things like Fallout Boy, obviously, and reference Frankie Fontaine, who I just edited that one, where she talks about how it sounds like it's a video game. People always ask me if Fallout is the video game.
Video game, yeah.
Never played it. Sorry, it's not that. It's Fallout Boy, and also like the idea of like a falling out with someone. You fall out with people, like you have an argument.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's the angry vibes.
It's like,
yeah,
we got there. But I love it.
Yeah,
it's great.
It really like suits you as well, and I feel like
it's because we sat for hours. Being like, what's believable?
Yeah.
Instantly,
I did think of Fallout Boy, but I was like, oh no, she's probably a gamer. She's probably a gamer girl.
No, I love Fallout Boy.
Yeah, me too. How would you describe Phoebe in 5 words?
Ooh, this is one I didn't prepare for. Like pissy. Confident. Revenge.
Nice.
Focused.
Okay.
And like intense. Yeah.
Love it.
Those are not me describing myself. That is
that's
definitely like
Phoebe vibes. Yeah.
I want to make that clear as well. Like, I'm here talking now as myself, but definitely when I talk about Phoebe, it's kind of like, not to compare myself to Chaperone, but it is like the Chaperone, like it's the project.
Yes.
It's the art.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
I think it's interesting to see a lot of people coming at it from different angles. Like they're like, this is either me, like my higher self who I aspire to be, like, you know, because even when I started back in the day going to burlesque classes and wanting to do burlesque, I was also in pinup, and I found it very difficult to like figure out what was me and what was the stage personality.
Interesting. They blend.
Yeah, and so back then it was very much like, this is Honey Holloway and this is me, and now I'm figuring out how to blend it. But it's difficult, and sometimes you want to keep that separate for like many different reasons. So I definitely can understand that. But yeah, then some people like, no, this is the vibe. This is like very different to my normal self. This is like my split personality type thing.
Yes.
So yeah.
And I did come up with the character as well, like to practice behaviors that I'm really bad at.
Oh,
which
okay.
is things like being angry.
Yeah. Getting the
being
anger out.
loud, being confident.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it kind of is, not to make it grim again, but it's like, it's an extension of like the personal work that I do. Like it's a way for me to, practice being seen, practice being social,
Yeah.
practice expressiveness, especially in the acts and stuff. But yes, that's what I'm saying. I just wanted to say all that because, those 5 words I just said, not me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm normal.
I'm like, I can totally see that, how you're describing Phoebe. She would totally be an Aries rising. So
Yeah, she would be an Aries.
Yeah, for sure.
Like a Leo.
Yeah, definitely those vibes. So who's been some of your burlesque inspirations?
Okay, I'm going to give it a classical answer after this, but the truest answer and the first answer is Tom Holland's 2017 lip sync battle. I should have shown this to you before we recorded, if you don't know what I'm talking about. Do you?
No, I don't.
I Cam knows. And yes, when I edit this, I'll put the clip right here so we can see. But yes, I remember seeing that years and years and years before any of this ever happened on YouTube, like in the shower. I watch YouTube in the shower, okay. I have rat brain. I remember coming across it and watching it, and I will show you after this because the absolute, like, he's not a super perfect rehearsed dancer, but like he's so completely unabashedly enthusiastic, like going at it harder than I've ever seen someone go at it before. In terms of like the energy, the performance, the fantasy was like just with utter abandon, so sold. And something about the feeling of that video, I was like, because I've never performed in my life, I'm not an in front of camera person. It was the first time I had like ever watched that and like desired that kind of thing and being like, whatever this guy is doing, like whatever that feeling is, like I think I want that, like I want a piece of that, whatever that is, and I didn't know what that was yet.
Yep.
And it's so good. And yeah, sometimes I still watch it when I'm like feeling a bit wavering in the project or nervous as I am for everything. I watch the Tom Holland and I'm like,
I can do it.
Like you have to give 100%, and people love it because that's kind of all you need to do.
I love that. I'm so excited to see.
Yeah, you gotta love it. And yes, I do have a rain act now as well. And yes, it is a little bit inspired by the Tom Holland umbrella video.
Love it.
Yes, but people I do actually, real people in the industry. Obviously, Madeline Glass-Eater, amazing. One of the first people I encountered and saw, very like cinematic. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna lay all the cinematic people. As well, Kim Schott is, again, you can just tell when some people like, they have the idea of the frame in mind, and like a strong sense of film characterization almost, like it's definitely not them, and it could be, but when they perform, it's like, you're selling me, fantasy, a scene in a movie. Amazing.
I love that.
Yes. Who else does that? Can you think of any?
I mean, so many, but those two are good.
Yes.
Those are the two that come to mind.
Oh yeah, and Gina Sterling, who has offered me sage advice in the past. And Magnolia Knife, obviously. Yes. very pragmatic, pragmatic mentor. I like that. Yes, I'm sorry if I missed you, everyone.
I mean, it's hard. There's so many people.
So many giants, who just like, they'll just say something to you offhand in a dressing room and it just sticks with you forever.
Like, oh my God.
You didn't even know. Yeah.
So what is your creative process? Does it start with a song or?
It starts, it's like a 12-month process for me, precisely. And it starts with, okay, we're going to build on this cinematic thing again. It starts with genuinely the first thing that when I make the decision to pursue it, is when I can see the video in my mind. Once the act is done, I've got the video back. I can imagine what that video looks like. And I'm like, I know exactly what I'm doing, the feeling, and like a few steps. And then I just do everything in my power for 12 months to make that reality. And like the 2 times I've done it now, which is not a lot because it takes that long. I'll get the video back and I'm like, that's exactly what I had in mind, and it's a reality. And that is, to me, the biggest rush is when I've done that. It's like, it's just, 2 for 2. It's just been precisely what I'm after. But in terms of the specifics, it's like, I will sketch. I'll usually get the song. I have a playlist going on Spotify, probably like everyone, of like Phoebe songs. I usually work with Arnavaz, Music Couture. Not to do a whole piece. I'll get one really nice custom piece of it, and then the rest of it like what you can find, or you can thrift. And then dancing. I choreo on my own, even though I've never danced, don't dance. And then, we just drill it. And I always see the first time as well that you perform it on stage. It's kind of a beta test. I've never seen it as complete until you do it 3 times. For
definitely.
real. And then it's so good after that. But
interesting.
Is that enough detail?
Yes, it's just so interesting because like I think like because we've both done film and stuff, it's so interesting to see how you come at creative projects like through a different lens. So that's really cool. Just like to see it like manifest on stage. I don't know.
It's like, what steps do you need to do to make that end frame happen? It's like producing yourself a little bit.
Love it.
A quick thanks to Cam Attry for sponsoring the Burlesque Bulletin, and for all his hard work behind the scenes, filming and editing the podcast. Cam has been involved in the burlesque industry for over 12 years through his photography and videography. If you are a performer looking to get promo photos and video, or a producer looking to get your show photographed or filmed, please contact Cam through his website, camattry.photography, or find him on Instagram at camattryphotovideo. And now back to the episode.
So what's your pre-show routine or ritual, if you have one?
I don't have one. I have no ritual, no routine, because every time I've had a show, which has been a lot now, I will do something different. And that's because I have horrific stage fright and anxiety about everything at the best of times, but especially by performing, even though I love it. It really takes a toll on me. And so that's a journey I'm on. So every time I do have a show, like I'll do a different daily routine and I'll try other people's daily routines that they've talked about on this podcast just to see if it like alleviates it a little bit. So I'll try not having coffee. I'll try having coffee. I'll try having coffee in the afternoon to keep me up. I'll try having a drink before the show, having absolutely no drinks. I'll try making sure I eat a big meal or eat less. I'll make sure I have a nap. I'll make sure I take the day off work, or make sure I do a lot of work so I'm not thinking about it.
So you're just experimenting to see what's...
I've tried all of them. We're not quite there yet.
We'll get there.
So far it's just kind of like, I just white knuckle it. But yeah, if you got tips or any other ideas what I haven't tried, send them, DM me. It's tough.
I know it is still a big struggle. It's like the the battle of wanting to perform and then being so nervous. It's like kind of counteractive,
Oh my
but they
God.
just
it's defined my
exist.
whole journey so far. It's like, yeah, the war of like wanting to be seen but not be seen, the whole Taurus thing. It's like I'm so driven to do it, but it's like an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, and it's like that every single time.
yeah.
Don't let that put you off booking me. I love it. Just know that, yeah, I'm dealing with it the best I can.
And you're growing and you
It can't be like this
overcoming
forever.
that.
Yeah, it's got to be easy at some point. Like, I hope. But I will say, like, I have talked to some older performers, and some of them have said to me, they're like, it never gets better.
You're like, oh, great.
Always. And I'm like,
I mean, that's kind of good in a way, because then it's like you're not just hoping for like, or you're like, you'll be in the present moment rather than thinking of, oh, maybe we'll get better, maybe it'll get better. So maybe. What's been one of your favorite highlights throughout your burlesque journey?
probably, Again, I have to go back to the video thing. Every time I get a video and it's good, it just, it makes me go like, it's so happy. It's like I'm a director of my own little movie and I'm watching it in the big screen. I'll watch my videos so many times. And then, I'll obviously, like, I'll edit heaps and heaps of reels. That's my favorite part, honestly. Love that. Again, because I'm editing as well for myself. Like, no one is telling me to, like, do less cuts or, like, make sure you use subtitles. But yeah, other than that, that's been my favorite part of the project so far is, working with the video, making the reels, working toward the vision. In terms of, like, shows, Vanguard Lefties, and that being such an early one. It's like trial by fire, but so much fun. And again, that venue is just
so beautiful.
Aura vibes.
Yep.
So good.
So stunning. What's been some maybe not so great moments, or have you had any malfunctions on stage?
I think yes.
Have you?
I hadn't thought about this in a while.
Sorry, I'm bringing it up.
And I forgave myself for this because, it was literally the very first time I did the first solo, not at the showcase. And it was for Baby Queen. Love that, bring that back. And Tuesday nights. And yes, that was the first time I did it. And because I'd done the showcase, like, I think a week earlier. I was like, I don't need to rehearse because it's fresh. I just did it. And obviously up to the showcase, I had rehearsed it like 100,000 times. So I was like, I got this now.
Yeah, it's only been a week.
It's only been 1 week and I've done it so much and everyone loved it, so who cares? And then, I did it and I didn't realize you could do this and that it would be so devastating, is I ended up like accidentally doing the choreography flipped. Like, when I'm supposed to go left or like do the left arm, I did the right arm and I just went the other way. And it was all flipped, reversed.
Okay.
And I was like, holy shit. This is a mind, like, it was not good because I was like all in the wrong spots. And I was taking off the left glove and I was putting on the right glove.
Okay.
And I was just like, unless this has happened to you, like, it's hard to explain.
Yeah.
Because your brain is just like, shoop.
Yeah. So did you see the video and were you like,
The video wasn't great.
Yeah, but did it still look, because I mean, people don't know really, like,
I think you could tell it was it wasn't a good performance because I was panicked, unfocused, just trying to like do the mathematical calculations in my mind of like what the next part was because I was doing the opposite.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And because it's like it's got heaps of hooks, so I feel like every single hook timed to a certain beat in the song.
Oh, okay.
And a certain like movement, and so I was kind of like, that was the worst experience I've had of like, can I swear? Yeah. I'm like fucking it up.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask that before. And ever since then, I think I do buy into the fact that no one can tell when you're fucking up.
Yeah.
And, I'm still really bad at improv, but it's just, we live and we learn.
Yeah. Well, that's not too bad though. I feel like not a lot of people would have noticed. If anyone.
I think
unless they've seen it before and they're super meticulous.
Definitely my partner who's there most of the time was definitely like, It wasn't your best.
Thanks.
He's our top reviewer. So he'll tell me. And yeah, I was like, yeah, good job. But it hasn't happened. But it did teach me the lesson that I was like,
Yeah.
I got humbled immediately that, and maybe this is overkill now, but I do book a rehearsal every single time I have a show. I'll book a rehearsal like 2 days before.
Yeah. Just to run
And
through.
yes, never too confident now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's good. What's a surprising lesson you've had to learn or a challenge that you've had to overcome?
Other than the humility that we just talked about, needing to rehearse. Yeah, probably the stage fright thing. It's
Yeah.
like it's my biggest hurdle.
Have you tried any meditations yet?
I have a little bit. I actually had a session with Brian Ablaze.
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
if they're booked to come on. They should.
Yes.
Yes,
I hope
come
so.
on. Yes, because they have like a wellness and like confidence building thing going on, and I booked into like the workshop they did at Bombshells.
Yeah.
And then we had a follow-up session after that, and that was great. And actually, the thing that they put me onto, which is the only thing that's helped even a little bit, they were like, "Do you like roller coasters?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I do!" Like, I listen to like roller coaster podcasts. I love roller coasters.
Oh my god! So you love roller coasters.
I love roller coasters. Love theme parks. And I was like, yes. And they were like, well, it's kind of like that because like, how do you feel lining up to be on a roller coaster? And I was like, yeah, I feel really nervous and I'm shaking it, but you're like really pumped.
Yeah, you're excited.
Yeah, like you're kind of sweating and you have the tummy flips, but you're in line to do something really fun that you're going to really enjoy, that you love, but you kind of tolerate the discomfort because it's exciting.
Yeah.
And I was like,
that's such a good way to put it.
yes, Brian,
I love that. Brian has all the good tips.
Yes, but yeah, that was the first time he connected to me because yeah, other than that clarity, which I still struggle with sometimes, it makes it a difficult relationship because it's just something you really, really want to do, something you're really passionate about, but it just like hurts you physically. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that for different reasons, but
Definitely.
yeah, it was a difficult thing to straddle. But yes, the best thing I can do now is being like, I'm just in line for the roller coaster.
Going on the roller coaster.
But yeah, I'm still working on that.
Yeah. So if you could choose someone to share a dressing room with, who would it be?
Tom Holland, 2017.
It'd be interesting. Have you?
Actually, I have a good one.
Yeah.
And it's Corsetta, aka Annabelle.
Yes.
We've never been to a show together. It's genuinely like one of my dreams.
Aww.
My top is that someday we get put on a show together, which I'm not sure we ever can because we're so similar. I think she actually, everything I've talked about with like nerves and like, we're like that on that. And like, we're really similar personalities. I think it might be nice to like have someone else in the dressing room, like also kind of feeling a wreck.
Yeah.
Most of the people I've met so far have just been so happy.
You're just like
As they should be.
confident.
Extremely confident, and
Yeah.
that helps in other ways. But yeah, I always feel like I can never like match those people's freak. And I do feel like a bit of a letdown to those people. So if you've ever been in a dressing room with me, I'm sorry. I'm trying. But yeah, with Corsetta, we'd just be like two little,
Nervy girls
just-
together.
just sweating it out.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that'd be good to have someone there that can match your energy and make you feel a little bit less alone. I guess. Yeah.
We'd get through it.
If you could swap lives with anyone for a day, who would it be? So Tom Holland.
To date Zendaya. Swap lives with. I might need a second on this one.
That's okay.
I'd like to swap lives with my dog.
Fair.
I was trying to think of a burlesque answer, but I don't have one.
That's okay. It can be a job.
Yes, my dog Tina is extremely pampered.
She's so cute, and I love her so
And
much.
her emotional needs are so well taken care of.
Oh,
Yeah, like, it's insane.
her little like shirts that you have for her and stuff.
She gets cold.
So sweet.
Yes.
What's some of the best advice that you've received?
The best advice? Yes, the roller coaster thing.
Yeah, that's true. We
I should have saved that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the roller coaster thing.
Yeah.
And also, like, every mentor session I've had, when I've, like, booked someone to look at an act or been in the course, they've just been to be like, do less.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And, yeah, some of the best
Like,
tips.
With choreo or just you thinking too much, maybe?
With a lot of it. Like, sometimes I can be a bit too high concept. And especially with the choreo as well, like, the best sessions I've had is where they'll be like, don't do that part, just stand still, don't do that part, just go to the next step, or like just stop for a second and bend over. That's good advice.
Yeah.
Everyone should go through a do less part of the act,
Yeah.
which is what I do every time now. Yeah.
And what about some bad advice? Have you received any bad advice?
Bad advice is to this is going to be my only spicy take.
Oh no. We
That's
love the
spicy.
tea.
It's that I should need to rhinestone my costumes.
Oh.
I know.
Okay.
I don't think I need to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. Like,
I've definitely had some people be like, oh, you have to, it's burlesque. I don't want to.
Yeah.
And I love how it looks on other people. I don't like how it looks on me. And sometimes, with the vision, I'm like, no, it has to be matte. It's just matte in my head, like no sparkles.
yeah.
So I don't like doing that. And also the other advice is to perform for free. I definitely receive that a lot.
Really?
I don't think that's given out anymore. I think it's freshly removed. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Even if you're really shit or really new, like, you should get something for your labor.
Time. Yeah.
Just like,
Effort.
you're giving your image, you're giving your body, like, it's worth something. Even if
Definitely.
it's a ticket, like a free ticket or something. Yeah.
Heck yeah. If you could travel back in time and talk to yourself when you started burlesque, what would you say?
I'll be like, you're good.
Yeah.
It took a while to be okay with that. I really, before I knew I could do it, like before you do it for the first time, you're like, this is so fucking stupid. This is so bad. Because it feels very earnest. It's very vulnerable. And so I was like, everyone's going to hate it. It's lame.
How did you go with your first solo, like choosing to do a solo? Did you do that through Bombshells?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. How did you feel like going through the motions of the course?
The course? It was good. It was like pretty, again, psychologically fraught. Because, I was being introduced to brand new levels of stage fright. And, like I was, again, it's just the Taurus thing again. I was so motivated by the vision. I was like, I need to get this video. I know it's going to work for me. Like, I knew I was going to like it.
Yeah.
But, it's such a brave thing to do that I was simply not. I don't think I was up to the bravery at that point until I was on stage doing it. Seriously, that's the only time I was like, okay, it's good and it's fine. That was up until that I was like, I don't have the balls. I can't.
But you did it.
And he did it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's, but I just want to go back and just be like, it's good, chill.
Yep.
Like, it's fine.
Yep. You'll be amazing.
Yeah.
How do you deal with imposter syndrome?
Might give a left field answer for this. Imposter syndrome, in the way that I would define it, is like you think you have like tricked people, like you're unworthy.
Okay. Yeah.
You're secretly really bad at something. Like, the traditional way that I've defined it, I think people have different feelings about it, but the idea is like that, like somehow like I've lied to people and tricked them into thinking that like I don't deserve. I don't really suffer from that. I kind of,
slay.
I know, it's like, like it's when I am, given a fantastic opportunity, or someone told me they like it, like I believe them. I kind of believe them in a kind of an incredulous way. Like I'm unfortunately not burdened with feelings of like, oh, I don't deserve that. I'm like, fuck yeah. It's like I knew I was gonna like it. Like I'm stoked that you like it.
Yeah.
I'm stoked. Sometimes like when you get like great shows, I'm like, I'm stoked that you like it so much that you would let me do this. That's awesome.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, like, and yeah, when you're up there with, really amazing giants as well in the industry, I'm just like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
You like it that much? And that's, I think that's a couple of things, as well as the extensive therapy I talked about. And yeah, like, I believe it.
I love that.
That's the advice if you do feel like that. Like, if someone, it's far easier and less effort to just believe them when they tell you something. Yeah.
Oh, that makes me so happy. You don't even need to be nervous because you know you're good.
I know. It's seriously just at this point, like, and I know a lot of the stuff I've said is probably contradictory. It's like, it's just a bodily revulsion to being up on stage. Like, it's,
Yeah.
I haven't been able to crack that one, but I've cracked the worthiness thing. At least,
Love it. So what do you believe is your biggest strength when performing?
Strength is, I think it's my like filmmaker eye. And I know there are a bunch of other performers that I've mentioned that, use that kind of real life skill as well. And I think it shows, like it comes with like a very defined sense of conviction. Like, knowing exactly how you want something to look on the outside, like to an audience member, to someone in the cinema watching the thing. Like, it's like an obsession with that viewpoint that creates, really defined visions, a strong sense of what you want and how to, like, the pragmatic steps to achieve that. It's, that's what producers do.
Yeah. Awesome. What about some weaknesses that you would like to work on?
Weaknesses is, the nerves thing. Like, if I can conquer that, like, oh my God, it'll be so much better. I'd just be able to relax into it a lot more. And I think that would, again, enhance the fantasy if you couldn't tell that, like, simmering under the surface, it's just like, yes. And as well, like, my speed of development.
Like speed as in like dance speed, or
like how long it takes to make something. I've got to get quicker at that.
So do you just chip at it like every week, every month, or like is it just when inspiration strikes? Like, is that why it takes you a year?
It kind of takes. It's like I'll have a note in my thing. It's like a long checklist of stuff I've got to get through, and it's just something that I'll tick off through the year. But also, like, it does take a couple of weeks, months to be like have the frame of the video exactly. Like, I'll start thinking about it, and then once I'm like, that's it. That's how I want it to look. Then I can move on it, and that takes like a few hard weeks of daydreaming. But I like it's my biggest envy is performers who are just a spewing fountain of ideas and also of motivation.
Yeah,
and like can make things happen so quickly, and I'll see it and I'm like, again?
Literally, I'm the same.
What?
I'm just like, I did one, now I need to rest for 6 months, and then I'll do another one, and then I need to rest.
It's like, so I covered those people that do that.
Yep.
I do consider it a weakness to move too slowly, but
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a weakness because I feel like, you lose a bit of passion for it. Like, you don't want to be forced to like smash another one out in a certain amount of time. Like, you're doing it for you, so you want to love it as much as you can, and you want to, and good things take time,
I guess. I like them to take time a bit less.
So what's some goals that you have for the future?
I am working on a new act at the moment.
Yeah.
Which means a big deal. Yes, I have the vision, working towards it and ticking off the things. I really like that to be, somehow more fabulous and wonderful than the last.
Can you give us a little taste, a little sneak?
Yes, that's the.
Oh, okay.
That's the sneak peek.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's the Easter egg. Nice.
Yeah, like the things I aspire to is just like to make sure that the end goal is just as exactly how I want it to look as possible.
Yeah.
And I think I can do that this time even better than the last. And in terms of shows, I really want to be on the LED screen at La La Land, please.
Heck yeah. That would be so cool. Like,
I know, and if they would let me monkey with the visuals, I would love to do that. But
that would be
I think
so
that would be
cool.
too far. I'm sure
Maybe
they have
not.
a
Talk to
fabulous
Lily.
person who does that. But yes, I just feel like the photos would be so great.
that would be
It
awesome.
would just enhance. And also, this is impossible, but like a brunch.
Why is it impossible?
Because I feel like I'm a nighttime performer. Like the vision, the Phoebe-ness, I can't seem to imagine it in the day. So I feel like I've got to come up with something that works in the day. Like the Jones production brunch always looks so fun, and the people who do it, like, it just works so well for them. I fear I can't make it work, but one day.
I mean, yeah, you might have to tweak your vision slightly to do a
to
daytime
sunlight.
vibe.
Yeah.
But I think it would be amazing.
Yeah, like maybe like a future actor deal, have
Yeah.
the daytime in mind.
Yeah. Awesome. So we're going to play a game. As you know, it's called This or That, and you just choose your favorite one. Okay? Ready? Rhinestones or feathers?
I don't like either of them.
Yeah.
Feathers, I guess.
C string or G string?
I would love to learn how to use C-string.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Yeah, they intimidate me so much. I think they intimidate a lot of people.
Very vulnerable.
But they look so pretty.
I do love, yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Neo or classic?
Neo.
Boa or feather fans?
A boa.
Lace or leather?
Leather.
Tassels or assels?
Cam's laughing.
He knows the answers.
Easiest question ever. What was the question?
Tassels or assels?
I've never done either of these things either, so little left on. I'd love to learn assholes.
Yeah.
But as everyone knows, I have no ass to speak of. Seriously.
It can work. Diamonds or pearls?
Pearls.
Drag or burlesque?
I'd be contrarian and say drag. Because it was like, I think it was the gateway drug.
Yes.
I used to watch like before any whisper of getting into it, or watching the Tom Holland video. I used to go to Fluffy. I used to love, like, when I was a little baby. That was very inspiring. And it was like even the simplest drag act to me back then, I was just like
yes.
Oh my god, the drama. How do they do it? So yes, for that I have also respect for drag.
Stocking peels or stripper heels?
Stripper heels.
Big stage show or intimate bar show?
Big stage.
Yeah.
That's because I hate improv.
Yeah.
And I know it's something I have to do, but adapting every time I go to a new venue, even if it is just another big square stage, I will draw it out on the floor.
Oh, really?
And like dot mark anything that might be slightly different than normal.
Oh, okay.
So I've done a couple of tiny bar style intimate shows, and those are the most creative applications, where I really will have to take a week to redo it.
Yeah.
Just to figure out, because I just want to leave anything up to chance.
Yeah.
I want to make sure it works. Yeah, so big stage show, because it's the least to prepare for.
Cabaret or comedy?
Comedy.
Movie or a TV series?
A movie.
Okay. What's your favourite movie? Or what's the
Okay,
list of your
First
favourite
of all,
movies?
follow me on Letterboxd. If you have Letterboxd, DM me.
What's
I can,
Letterboxd?
Letterboxd is it's like a film review app for other film
Oh.
makers like myself. Follow me, DM me for the user. I'll give it to you. I do very funny reviews. Actually, my top 4 is very surprising, and it is John Wick. Is one of like
Okay.
my favorite movies of all time.
Wow. Oh.
Cam likes that too.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Okay.
It's not for everyone,
Yeah.
but it is like perfect
It's
action.
Keanu Reeves, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I love
And
Keanu
there's like
Reeves.
he's got a dog in it.
Oh,
And like no spoilers, but
don't.
no, I won't. But like it's like a
Like-
dog sidekick.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's
Something sad happened to the dog. No, don't tell me.
But it's great. Yeah, John Wick's my favorite movie, I think. And the second to that is Guillermo del Toro's Pacific Rim.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I really like
I haven't seen
action
that
films.
Yeah, okay.
That one's also fantastic because they have to fight monsters with the power of love and intimacy.
Oh,
Let's talk about it afterwards.
okay.
Oh,
I'll put it on my list of things to watch. Put it on the list of all the things you need to show me after this.
yes.
Early bird or night out?
I'm an early bird now because I have a dog,
Mm,
and she starts crying at like 6
she
a.m.
wants a breakfast.
She just wants to come go outside.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I used to be a night owl.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now we're both up at 6 a.m. because of the bloody dog.
Halloween or Christmas?
Halloween. Also, please book me for a Halloween show, somebody. Every year I'm like, maybe this year someone will
Like
do
you're
it.
ready.
It would be
Halloween
so
vibes.
good. Yes.
Red or white wine?
White wine.
You love white wine?
Yes.
Yeah. Anything specific?
I like a Riesling.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Again, there's a Riesling I get that's got a greyhound on it. It's like a greyhound themed wine.
Oh, cute.
It's called Sid Stay Society. It's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cocktails or beer?
Cocktails.
Anything specific? What's your go-to?
Cocktails, I really like a short drink. So there was one that was called at Cobbler Bar a few years ago called the Prince's Passion.
Oh, yeah.
And that one was like a short, giant ice cube drink that was like banana
Oh.
and whiskey, and it came with like a little piece of chocolate on top.
Interesting.
That was great. But yeah, I drink every cocktail. Like I try so many.
Yeah.
That and like a lychee martini, also good.
Yeah. Delicious.
And a pina colada.
Okay.
I really like cocktails. On margaritas, yeah.
Yeah, I love margarita. So have you got anything coming up in the new year? I suppose you're finishing your solo. And where can everyone find you online?
You can find me, Phoebe Fuller, Instagram. That's pretty much it. I have just started a TikTok based on Ivana Jaloon's advice when she was talking. It's just a good idea to cross promote.
Yes.
Some of the TikToks
struggle.
doing really well. Like,
Okay.
like yeah, good. And then like there's other TikToks that get like literally 2 views.
I know.
And I feel like I
it's
don't
confusing.
understand the situation there. But yes, the only thing to look forward to is I have a new vision, new act. So it will be
Stay tuned.
it will be 10% less goth. Because I feel like I've done that. It's still like it's more like rock and roll. It's like punk.
It's still Phoebe
It's just not
vibes.
all black again.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
We love it. I'm excited. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you for having me. I have to say the updo is slaying.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I
Looks
just didn't
so
want to be
good.
sweaty today.
It's great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to our guest for being on the podcast and letting us take a peek behind the curtain of their lives. Thanks for everyone joining us, and we will see you in our next episode.